We'll just wait a few minutes for people to jump on.
Yeah.
So we'll give it 1 more minute and then we'll start. I'm going to share my screen soon. Okay. Okay, so Annie, hi, how are you?
I'm good.
That's
Is
good.
it just you and I?
Pardon? I
Is it just you and I?
I know people will jump on soon because we had it sold out.
Oh, right. That is wonderful.
Yeah, and we still have people wanting to join, but when it's a networking thing, you can't really have too many people, otherwise you don't get that quality.
Totally.
Totally. Yeah, but we run them every month, so it sure is hot, isn't it?
Yes, damn time.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, so I'll start. So I'm Nicole, I'm the CEO of Angelicare. This topic we're talking about is health and safety and your environment, and it's specifically for the long day care, but you can use it in family daycare as well. So what to think about with your general environment is, what can children touch? Is it safe or not? What can children see from their height? What can children access if they climb? And what can children move and climb onto? That's a general thing we'll be thinking about when it's your environment. And then with a kitchen, sometimes you have to think about, obviously, is the kitchen clean? Can children access the cupboards? What can you move and where can you move it so it's safer for children? Are you using a gate to keep children out? Where is the baby room, medicine kept? Those are just general things you might think about. But also when you think about health and safety, it comes in line with element 2.2.3, which is management. Educators and staff are aware of their roles and responsibilities to identify and respond to every child at risk of abuse or neglect. So child interaction with peers and parents, MAT sessions are open-ended questions and responses discussed accordingly to child development and social emotional needs, and allow time for parents to discuss their concerns and direct to the appropriate company. At Angelicare, we also help with people coping with grief, family conflict, children's behaviour, separation and divorce, your child in hospital, and your child's assessment. And it's really important to actually be thinking about, in regards to health and safety, how to keep children safe. We generally have more people, but you choose one parent that needs help in your centre. Can you think of any, Fanny?
Yeah, so in my case, it's a little bit different because I am actually a trainer and assessor.
Oh, okay, yep. Sure. So do you remember though when yep.
Of course, but for my past experience working in a center, I do recall some parents that needed help, especially with postpartum depression, for example.
Can you think of some of your students where they're like, wow, you know, this parent's going through all these problems and I don't know what to do? Because it happens so often. Lots of students don't actually know who to refer them to and what to do in these situations.
Yes, that's often the case, and knowing what is the right community support.
Yeah, that's a really big one. So if you then think about, so if you're a lecturer tuning in, then have a think about one student, or otherwise if you're from a childcare centre, think about one parent and just write down what they're complaining about. So there's a whole range of things that they could be complaining about. So just write down, and then ways you can support them. This is the actual activity is to actually really think about what person you can help.
Yeah.
And then what can your educational leader give guidance to the team about to support this family? Because it's really important as a team helping support the families.
Yeah.
Or is there, like, if you're tuning in from a centre, is there one person that just helps support the family? Sometimes it's the manager, or sometimes it's a room leader. So it's just thinking about how you can actually support them and what plan you're going to follow to be able to support them. So know that they're complaining about things, but what are we going to help them with? And sometimes they don't actually want help. They just want to complain about it. And sometimes they actually do. So, and because they're always coming to you, and you're able to help them.
Yeah. Do you want me to share?
Oh, if you want to, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I had a parent that was experiencing postpartum depression, and she was finding it very challenging to, adapt to new parenting skills and, accepting, her new body, accepting her new time frames, and meeting the expectation of community and, her close family members as well. So that was definitely a challenge that parent was expressing.
Yeah, it is a real thing when you suddenly are a parent. I have 4 children, and when I first had my child, I was like, wow, I don't need to get someone to witness Panadol, and because I'd just been in childcare since 1998. So I was like, by the time I had my daughter in 2007, I was like, really? So I don't need to get anyone to check this? I just give it to her? Do you find different things when you did have children?
Yeah.
That you found? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was definitely a challenge for that person. She didn't want to disclose, that she had postpartum depression until relationship with the educators as well. And then as soon as they realized, additional days were offered to the parent. She sought professional help from her GP, who recommended to get psychologist support, and the service was able to accommodate and provide additional days and half days in order to attend those meetings as well. Sometimes we would also provide meals cooked at the center as well to help with, what would happen in the home environment as well, to provide support as we could, providing advice on breastfeeding without pushing too much breastfeeding, because sometimes when you have parents that are struggling, they might feel like they are being targeted or pushed too far with breastfeeding. So it's about finding the right balance and the right communication methods, I guess.
Yeah, that's so true.
That balance.
Yeah, supporting them and listening to them. Yeah. And then knowing where to refer them to.
That's right.
It's so important. Then you just think about what you can add to your quip after this session, because keep in mind, well, obviously you don't need to when you're a lecturer, but everyone can contribute to the quip. So keeping in mind what you've learned from today with the health and safety aspect, what can you add to the quip? And it's also, this one touches on National Quality Standard 6, as well, because you are utilizing the introducing the community, and it's also obviously number 2, health and safety. So it's just important to follow through and plan what you're going to be doing. So how to talk about health and safety with parents. So obviously we can refer to the regulations of why we need to fill out incident reports forms, remind them that we need to do certain things due to keeping their child safe. So that's why we fill out so many forms, ensuring the sign in and out sheets are correct, or if you're using an app, make sure it's correct, and following the policies and procedures, and research and print out the family's information fact sheets, because you can actually go and do a bit of research with that problem that the family is going through and just give them something to read. A big one is on toilet training. They always want to read stuff about toilet training. But there's lots of other things that parents just don't know about, and they don't really know where to go or who they can trust, because there's so much random stuff out on Wikipedia.
I think,
yeah, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I think it becomes even more challenging when families don't have immediate family support, or family may have family interstate, especially with the COVID. They don't have that immediate, mother that maybe usually give the advice, and they can feel a little isolated. So they might, from my experience, they might be relying on a lot of services, advice, and guidance.
Yeah, that's so true, especially in these days, where they don't have that support,
Yeah.
And they might,
parents might, in Asian cultures, normally the mother or the mother-in-law might be coming in for like 3 months into the country to help support, the first few months. That's not allowed at the moment. So
I know, that's exactly right. Just those little things matter when you're alongside the parent and you're doing something with them, as opposed to being on the phone trying to tell them what to do.
Exactly.
So, especially for new ones. Even as you have each child, it's different as well, because they're all different. So then different things happen that, and then when they actually do leave hospital, they do feel like they're not supported. Yeah. So it's just trying to have an open conversation with them and let them know, that you are there to talk to. So we run these every month. The next one we're doing is early intervention is the key. And I think next time we'll put more people to be able to go on, because we set it for 30. So, and then it's just trying to.
Everybody wants to.
Yeah, they must be busy. Yeah, but it's all good. So we do have Ricarda as well on here if they want to turn on their mic and we can talk. Yep, so Fanny, you're a lecturer for Natio?
Yes, correct.
Oh, yeah, and you're delivering the Cert 3 and diploma?
Yes, that is right.
Are you doing OSH as well, or just the Cert 3 and diploma?
No, I'm doing Cert 3 and diploma.
Okay, awesome. That's good. And Ricarda, what do you do?
Yep, so I'm also an educator with Rainstead Education, and I'm also a trainer and assessor. So I deliver the Certificate 3 in Early Childhood Education and Care and Diploma in Early Childhood Education and Care, as well as the Cert 3 in Education Support.
Oh, of course, yeah, they add that one on as well. Oh, okay. How are you finding it? How are you finding your students these days?
Yeah, really good. I just really want this COVID to be over and just get back to pre-COVID times, because now there's a huge backlog of placements, and we're just really stressing, and I'm finding it like not everyone can do it virtually via Zoom. So I'm just wanting to get back to pre-COVID, like supporting students face-to-face and additional support if required.
Yeah, I know. It's a different thing, isn't it, when you're actually going out and visiting them?
It is.
and then even in classes as well, trying to deliver in a class because you can't see your students, or you might not be able to see how their mannerism is as well when you're talking, you know?
Exactly, yes.
It's just not the same. Like you can, it's just not the same. Yeah. When I was lecturing, you have to just kind of work out the different, like what the students are feeling, and then tap into that and then see if they're really listening.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Nicole.
Yeah.
It's Nicole, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereabouts is the session being run from?
Sorry.
So, because, how do you say, on my email that I received, it stated 6 o'clock. So I kept on trying to actually log in
Oh,
every
really?
hour. Yeah. Are you in
Oh.
Australia?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My email said 7 p.m. Another right information. It might
So
depend on your.
have I missed a lot of information? Content?
Yes. We did. Yeah, where you're getting like the end of it when we're just doing the networking side of it. But
Am
I did
able to
record it so you
receive-
can
Oh,
watch it.
excellent. Excellent. Thank you. And you'll be sending the link, is that right?
Yeah, yep. And then we'll also we run them every month as well, yeah. But I'll keep that in mind for the time and that. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had difficulty with the time. So I apologize. In my email at 6 o'clock, it did say, reminder, your webinar will be starting in 2 hours. So that's why I've come in at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
So just to let you know.
yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because it's set up on Zoom, so then it works out what time it is over there for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm in
so
Victoria. I'm in Australia as well. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where I'm in Perth, so it's 5 o'clock here.
Okay.
And I'm in
So
Queensland, 7:30.
Yeah, so it's different times for everyone.
Yeah, that's right. So then Zoom just works it out. Yeah, with what time goes with where you are. Yeah.
Okay.
What is the next session?
Yeah, so it's about early intervention. So early intervention in regards with
Right.
children with special needs.
Inclusion.
Yeah. And so because what we want to try and do, we offer an early intervention mentoring course. And so basically it's just teaching teaching educators earlier how to realize that they can help make a difference before the children get to kindergarten and pre-primary. Because, they're at the best stage before 5, that's the best time for early intervention. And that's when our educators are really, right there with children. So it's just giving them some extra skills to realize that they can make a difference earlier and then set this child up for success. Yeah.
I look forward, Nicole, to your link to the recording. And I do apologize that I've missed all the content. I was so looking forward to networking and to actually listen to the content as well. So
yeah, okay, I understand. But you can watch it and then we just touch on a few things, yeah. And because I also want to use the time for the networking, yeah. So whereabouts are you, Ricardo?
I'm in Victoria, Melbourne.
Oh, okay, yeah, awesome. Yes, yeah, because we have some students over there as well, and we help people set up childcare centres. Yeah.
So at Angelica, are you a RTO?
No.
What do you do?
So we help people set up childcare centres, and we also help with business advisory, and we also help with like professional development classes.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. And early intervention mentoring, and and so we partner with RTOs.
Right. Okay. That's
To So it's really good.
Yeah. Will you provide a little certificate of attending networking or something like that?
Yeah, we do that. Yeah. So I will have a look at the people that attend with the names and that, and I'll email you certificate of participation. So it's for number 6, National Quality Standard 6 and National Quality Standard 2. Yeah.
Yep.
And it will
Great.
stipulate like the topics that we talked about as well. So that's good for your industry currency.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And Nicole, because I've attended towards the end and I've missed the content, but I still will be receiving the video link. Would I still be receiving
Mhm.
the certificate?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Because we know you would have watched it and yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well, I might head out if
Yeah.
the
It was nice to
COVID
meet you, and we'll keep
Right,
you. We'll send you an email of everything. Then.
the
thank
next
you so much.
station.
That's okay.
Would be wonderful.
Okay, awesome. Have a nice weekend. See ya.
Yes,
You too.
bye bye.
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 Stay
Bye.
safe.
Yeah.